Hello clampers, Justin here from Domino Clamps again, just to bring you yet another set of useful accessories for your shipping containers to make building things with them and attaching things to them safer, quicker and easier, all without ever damaging your shipping container. Some time ago, we showed you how to make a type of angle bracket for your container to give you a horizontal ledge or platform onto which to attach things, or even as we showed you, to use it on the bottom to secure the container to the floor. Now, enough of you have got in touch regarding these that we decided to make them available in the shop for you to buy alongside the Domino Clamps and all our other bolt-on accessories. But we didn't stop there. While we were at it, we designed two more types of angle bracket for your shipping container to cover a wide range of use cases and duty ratings. Do take a look at the bracket section on our website, because by the time you watch this, maybe in a year or two's time, perhaps we will have added to this range even further. But for the moment, you can choose between a 2-hole bent bracket, a 3-hole gallows bracket, and a versatile and heavy-duty angle bracket. Each of these comes with the set screws and washers that you'll need to attach it to the Domino clamp. It's hot dip galvanized for protection from the outdoor weather and is made right here in the UK, ready to be shipped all over the world, wherever you need it. These are going to be so useful for your shipping container projects, so let's get to it and show you some more details about each one. So here we have the 2-hole bent bracket. Fairly straightforward, 2 holes for the M12 bolts to go onto the Domino clamp, 50 millimeters apart. It's 5 millimeters thick steel, offering a ledge here with a length of 110 millimeters. You can use this on its own or in pairs, positioning it with the bracket at either the top or the bottom of the Domino clamp. When positioned this way up, the top of the bracket lines up more or less with the top of the corner casting. It will depend a bit on whether you're using the stadium or shield holes on the top of your corner casting. The shield holes, it'll sit about 5 millimeters lower, and it will also depend on the tolerances of the corner casting itself. Once this is bolted to the Domino clamp, you'll be able to use it and these 2 remaining holes here to attach whatever else it is that you need to finish off your container project. If you're in the States, you might want to take this opportunity to switch over to imperial bolts and measurements, and if so, that'll be 1/2-inch bolts for these 2 holes here. Next up, here we have our 3-hole gallows bracket. This has been made from 50 by 50 by 6 millimeter steel section, welded to a right angle with a haunch plate for added strength. Each of these arms is 200 millimeters long, so that will reach out much further than any other kits in our range. And this haunch plate, as I mentioned, will make sure that whatever weight is put on there is nicely supported. The gallows bracket features 3 50 millimeter spaced holes for lining up with the M12 threads on the Domino clamp, meaning that you have 2 heights to set it at and a further 2 by flipping the cantilever arm to the bottom. As I mentioned, this can be used either way up, and by using the holes on the opposite side means that you can mirror them, 1 on each side of your shipping container, or if you need 2 on a single Domino clamp. Once you've attached your Domino clamp to the corner casting, bolt them on with the M12 screws and washers provided in the orientation that you require. It also means, though I'll admit I have no idea why this might be useful, that you can attach it horizontally using the outer 2 100 millimeter spaced holes to the Domino clamp. Seriously, anybody using it like this, please do get in touch, because I'll be fascinated. As with all our brackets, the gallows bracket is hot dip galvanized for outdoor protection and comes complete with the M12 set screws and washers. Saving arguably the best for last, I'm very pleased to introduce you to our adjustable angle bracket. This has been made from 10 millimeter thick steel. It's been hot dip galvanized to protect it from the elements and comes complete with the 4 M12 set screws and washers for attaching it to the Domino clamp. This is probably our most versatile bracket in the range, so let's begin by showing you the different ways that you can use it. Here on this face, we have 4 holes for lining up with the Domino clamp, like so, and 1 slotted hole in the middle to allow you to access the central bolt to tighten up or undo the Domino clamp without having to remove the bracket first. As you can see, we can use this in the shelf up position or the shelf down position, and that can be used in the top or the bottom corner castings. In the shelf up position, the top of the shelf lines up more or less with the top of the corner casting. That's going to vary a bit depending on the tolerances of the corner casting itself and whether you've chosen to attach into the shield or the stadium holes of the corner casting. The shield sits about 5 millimeters lower than the stadium. Now on the other side of the angle bracket, we've given you slotted holes so that its vertical position on the domino clamp can be adjusted up or down. So if you do need more precise adjustment of exactly where this shelf fits, perhaps in line with the top of the corner casting or the top of the roof itself, you can do so by using these slotted holes, move it into position, and tighten up the bolts on the front once it's at the desired height. Finally, if you need a attachment point on top of your shipping container, you can flip the bracket and invert it. And using the top 2 holes on the domino clamp, bolt the bracket with the shelf overhanging the shipping container itself. As you can see, there's still plenty of room to be able to get in under here, get in with your tools, attach whatever else it is that you're attaching on top of the container. This could be really useful for attaching things like roof timbers or a frame for solar panels. And remember, because the holes on both sides of these angle brackets all match those on the domino clamp, it means you can also pair the bracket with some of the other accessories in our range, such as our tube clamps. You could attach a vertical tube on top of your shipping container, or even a horizontal one using our horizontal parallel tube clamp adapter to send one along the length of your shipping container, but on top. Please do get in touch with us with your use cases. We love to hear about them, and we're always available on email to help out where we can. That's about it for the introduction to our shipping container brackets range. I hope I covered enough detail for you there. Subscribe here on YouTube for more videos about how to make better use of your shipping containers using domino clamps. Please follow us on the other socials as well. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we're on Twitter. And I'm not calling it X. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we're on the platform formerly known as Twitter. And until next time, happy clamping.